Tarot, and we are here to take a look at the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine inside of self, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others, in our external environment, and if we want to see change, we do need to shift and change the energy within, and hopefully these readings help you do just that. There's the passion card that's coming up. So I am live streaming on YouTube, Tuned In Tarot YouTube. I am also live streaming on TikTok. And so whatever I'm recording here should be then updating to Tuned In Tarot YouTube as we speak. So if you're not subscribed to me, hop over there. We're going to do a special event tonight because I have a friend who is in need and I'm trying to raise some funds for her. There is a link that has been added to the link in my profile that will allow you to find a GoFundMe campaign. And when you donate any amount to that campaign, you're entitled to receive a free video reading from me, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. So basically, after you've made your donation to Sally Ha's GoFundMe, it's for a really good cause, and just helping someone out who's been in a similar position where I've been. But after you make any amount donation, go to the same place where you found the link to her GoFundMe at turnedintarot.com. If you scroll to the place that says video recorded reading and swipe, you'll find a free option, an ask me option. Let me know on that option, select that, and send a question that you want answered, a tarot question that you want answered. Let me know the amount you donated to her, and I will respond. I will give you a free video recorded reading on any question that you might have. So if you want to take advantage of that, all you have to do is make any donation at all to Sally Ha's campaign, and then make sure to follow up and let me know so that I can grant you your reading. And if you have questions and you're not quite sure what to do, hit me up in an email and I will send you the instructions verbatim. Turnedintarot@gmail.com is where you will find me. So we didn't get to do a junk food reading or a tell me everything yesterday. It's Thursday night, and technically, oh, there's 111 likes. We've got 111. I love that. Technically, I usually do money reading on Thursday, but I'm going to do, since we didn't do junk food reading or tell me everything, I'm going to kind of do 11 a money thing tonight. So we're going to do both things. And you know, all the advice I give you usually helps you in both things anyway. Hi, Katie. Thank you for liking the live. Hi, Yo-Yo and Brittany. Welcome. I'm so excited that you guys are here. I haven't seen you in a minute. We also have some people on the Tuned In Tarot live stream as well. Sorry, I'm like looking up and down and up and down. Y'all are like, I guess I should just look like right here in the center. But the first card that came out is about passion. So I guess we're going to look at what we need to know about this card. This says insane chemistry, like each other equally, and having fun. If you would like a reading by me, I will also be pulling one card for people at the end of the collective reading that I am about to do. And I will give instructions for how to receive readings once the collective reading is over. But you can receive either a free one-card reading, or you can send any donation, Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App to that Tuned In Tarot link. And I will do a little bit of a deeper reading for you. And I'm not sending an amount today. You can just send whatever you feel inclined to send if you want a deeper reading. But otherwise, I'll be doing free one-card pulls after this collective reading. So, insane chemistry, liking each other equally, and having fun. What is this passion about? What's this passion about? We've got self-indulgence coming up. I'm doing well. Good to see you, Velvet Mirrors. I hope you're doing well too. Self-indulgence, which says focusing on self-worth, time to heal shadow work, and self-appreciation. All right, so for a junk food reading, oop, the boat just fell off the top of the deck. So I'm going to be reading that as the third card. So for a junk food reading, we're doing surface level stories here. We're not trying to learn about our deepest, darkest, like, things that we need to shift in our life. It's just like, tell me the tea. So the tea is somebody who is a very passionate person, probably likes to indulge their passions, which can include many things, right? We can be passionate about many things. Is realizing that in indulging their passion and their pleasure centers with people random people didn't feel fulfilling, felt kind of shallow, and they kind of want to move on from that behavior. So, because I think what's happened is they've experienced true passion, which is so much different from just that surface level stuff. And it's come from watching you focus on your self-worth. It's like the more you pulled away and focused on you, the better you look. Like you can't even understand how you look to this person right now. You know the video, you know, when you were a kid, you'd watch the cartoons and there would be people like in a boat together and the other person would turn into like a ham because they were hungry. You know what I mean? Like they'd like turn into a cheeseburger and they'd be drooling. You right now, like they are so thirsty because they cannot get it up for anyone else. They cannot. And even if they can theoretically, medically induce that state, it doesn't do it. And they've had to move on from this behavior. It's been really empty feeling. So that's what's coming up. Let's go a little bit deeper. We're just using these fun island time wellness card for the junk food reading. If you're just joining me, we're doing a little collective reading, and once this is done, we will do some personal readings. The Phoenix. Okay, so something is now rising up from the ashes. Or they're hoping that they can finally, now that they realize that, wow, you know, just fulfilling my own needs really selfishly without any thought or consideration for other people, it wasn't super satisfying. It's weirdly. So now that I'm not super satisfied by doing that, I'm going to move along. And I'm going to see if there's other things out there for me. And I really hope that I can rekindle the flame that I perhaps let go out. Or I'm kind of hoping that it's still burning, like there's still embers there beneath the ashes. Now look at what counters self-indulgence. Healthy choices just popped out and landed right on top of self-indulgence. So they're like, I know how to rekindle this. I'm going to make healthy choices. And then we're going to be able to get something started because I'm going to prove by my behaviors and by my actions that I really know my worth and that I know your worth, right? That I know your worth. And so you're going to see that in how I behave. You're going to see that I've moved on from that behavior. I promise. You'll see. I feel this desperation. Like, please see me. Like, it reminds me of in the original What We Do in the Shadows, the one that like the full-length feature, there's the one vampire who is losing his like effectiveness with telepathy and like convincing people to do what he wants. And he goes over to the window of this man who's like just chilling inside, like in his recliner. And he's on the outside, like at the window, and he's like, see me. And like nothing is happening. And then he just like bangs his knuckles on the glass so that the man will like turn around and look at him. And it's got that vibe for me. Like, please see me. Like, you know, like I'm desperate for you to notice me here. Okay. Look at what's happened. We have the Mirror, the Healing Heart, and the Separation card. Okay. And this is what is being confirmed here by the moving on. So the story that I'm seeing is there is this person who indulged in their passions a little too much. You were like, that's a cool story, bro, but I'm not really into that, and I'm going to keep it pushing. This behavior, which was them really seeing you make these healthy choices for yourself, because what was there? There was a quote. We were watching something, and the quote was like, you can be 99, there can be 99% like love, and it would still be a 100% no. Like if it's not 100%, then it's still a no, right? It's kind of that thing. So this person watched you make those healthy choices, and they had to reflect with this mirror energy upon themselves after watching you go your own way. And if that hasn't happened for you yet, if you're still lingering, you have to go your own way. because this person won't be reflecting upon themselves until they have a real reason to. Okay, let's get a little bit of tarot. So that was just some fun junk food cards. Let's clarify this a little bit with the tarot, get a little more depth. And then we'll look at money, and then we'll open it up to some free readings. The Tower. Okay, this is not the first time I've seen this card today. Nor will it be the last, probably, with the way that the energy is. So the Tower's coming in. The Tower came in and really tore this person's life apart. But I'm still standing. Da, da, da. I've got that song in my head. So there's this still standing energy, and what's still standing, I think, is the way they feel about you. That is still standing, like it survived. It's maybe the only thing that survived everything that has fallen away. And that is what is giving them this feeling of, right now, this is being very alone, being separate. We saw the separation here, that are healing from the separation here, but they're separate. They're on the outside looking in. They can see this warmth that's there, but they can't quite possess this warmth within themselves. They feel abandoned. They have a lot of wounds that are triggered from childhood that have to do with these uncomfortable feelings. And they have to recognize that you didn't abandon them, because you really didn't. They abandoned themselves, and that led to them not being available for this connection. And so you did what you had to do, what anyone would do. And in fact, I think it really took you so long to do it that they're shocked. That's the shocking part of the Tower. But look at here. This is the Six of Wands. This is the card of victory. It is the card of success, of public recognition, of acknowledgement. This person, I think, cared a lot about it. This is giving me the sense of somebody just like dying upon their own sword. And it's like public acknowledgement meant so much to them, or being recognized or seen as a successful person, that they chose to abandon themselves in order to pursue something that was really fleeting. And it's interesting, because dying upon your sword is like, isn't that like when you have like a truth that you're holding on to that you'd be willing to fight for or something? The Two of Wands just came out, showing me, it's on the Tower. So it's showing me that there was this point where there was a decision that was made that caused everything to fall apart. And they keep reflecting upon this time. They keep going back to this point in their life, this crossroads. This time when they could have gone one way, but they went another way. They just keep going back there in their minds over and over and over. See? They're trapped there. The Eight of Swords. They're trapped there. They're going back to that point, and they're saying, I could have gone inside and I chose to stay outside, right? I could have gone where it was warm. I could have gone there, and instead I stayed outside, and now I feel like I am a beggar. Like I feel like I have to beg for attention, time, and energy, when I could have had the whole world in my hands. And I keep just thinking about how I fucked shit up. If you saw the general energy reading this week, you'll know the High Priestess is a significant card to have come up. This is a totally different deck than I was using. Here it is again. Look at the green. That looks so good. I wonder if there's a filter. There must be a filter on my TikTok, because it's like the colors are so vibrant. But this High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles is coming up. It's interesting, clarifying this success. The High Priestess is the energy of trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, balancing your head and your heart. It's like really having a good relationship between those two things. You know, when your mind is thinking something, you feel kind of good and calm about it. If you start to feel kind of uncomfortable, your mind quickly adjusts so that you can navigate the discomfort, find a more pleasant thought so that you can make progress in your life instead of cycling in those same old thought patterns. So divine masculine energy, or this person's energy, I was picking up on divine masculine energy primarily. This person's energy is very much that, hey, Ashley, thank you for the donation. Good to see you. So we see this person being willing to trust their intuition about giving some kind of offer, trusting that they're just going to be successful, trusting that they have healed their heart during this time of separation, or that you have healed your heart and that you won't turn them down, but they are intimidated. Like, this is an intimidating energy to approach. You know, she's a formidable opponent. So that's, you know, very interesting. All right, so that's what we're seeing here for romance. Let's take a quick look at money. The way we're going to look at money is we're going to see what door is closing for you in regards to your finances, and what door is opening. So first, what's closing to you? Well, I like that. We've got the Ten of Swords here. This is the door that's closing to you. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at the door that's opening. Oop, that wouldn't let me put that back in. Look at that. It's even an open door. I love when that happens. That is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So the door that is closing in terms of finances is this painful, stuck energy. Like, it looks like it hurts to get money to come in. Like, it hurts. You are literally, you had to go get help to open up these pathways so that the energy can flow, like the chi can flow and you can actually receive. And all of this has been in your head, because the Ten of Swords is about the mind. All of this has really been in your head. So this Ten of Swords energy, this is closing. You are no longer going to be experiencing this, like, I can't make income through the normal channels that I have. Like whatever it is that you've got on repeat. That's closing. What's opening is, I have invested my time and energy wisely, and I will see a return on this investment here, with this energy of the falcon that returns. Now, this is even a peaceful dove, which is showing me, like, this is the polar opposite. Look at this pained energy. Look at the colors, the grays, the whites. It's sterile. It's just, it's not a good memory for me going through my chronic back pain treatments. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I really appreciate that. And then the door that's opening is one that's receptive energy. You're willing to, like, put things out into the world, and you're now willing to see a return on that investment. Harvesting abundance is opening up for you in terms of money, which I also love. Let me pull a spirit animal oracle for you, and then I will move into doing readings for people. And we are going to be doing some free readings. We're also going to be, I do have somebody who has sent a donation, so I'll be doing a little bit of a deeper reading for them. We've got the Empress card coming out for a money reading as your spirit animal. That's incredible. The Empress is the energy of being open and receptive to that abundance. It is that Seven of Pentacles energy, actually. Your patience really paying off. But let's see what this card has to say to you. The Empress represents motherly love and compassion. It is the energy that nurtures every aspect of your life, from emotional to material. The Empress's power creates an atmosphere conducive for growth and protects you from misfortune. When this card appears, you are being guided and watched over. There is a soothing element present that wants nothing more than to see her child succeed. You may also want to consider if you are being asked to step into the Empress's role, as someone near may need your love and support to flourish. Experience the world through the eyes of royalty. See the abundance that is yours to enjoy. Because the Empress does not know lack or need to compete. Her heart is open and compassion comes naturally. When you walk in the Empress's path, you will have the resources to use your position and privilege to help others. The mother fox came to mind when it came to illustrating the Empress. I imagined this beautiful, vibrant animal protecting her young as it rests underground, connected to Mother Earth, growing stronger and shielded from threats. The fox is not only attractive, but she is also innovative and resourceful. And much like the Empress, the fox understands its position and surroundings with complete clarity. The energy of the fox and Empress combined is one of refinement and cunning. It is an energy that creates a strong awareness of all aspects of a situation, so that when you proceed, there is an air of protection around you. The fox brings cleverness and spry energy. She is magical and shape-shifting. Very cool. All right, so let me do some of these readings for people now. If you would like one card pulled, you may put a question in the comments, and I am also just looking back to see, because I saw some comments coming in during the chat. New subscriber, can you ask yes or no? Can you ask why Carlos can wait 5 days for a new apartment? Does he want to pay and wants it free? Okay, hang on a moment. So I do want to hit Ashley's reading too. So Ashley, if you can put your question in the comments, I will go ahead and do your reading. And then I will also pull a card for you too. Let's see. I want to use, what deck do I want to use for this? I'm going to change my deck up here. All right, Ethereal Visions. That's what I was going to do earlier. This is a gorgeous deck. I love this one. So I'm going to use this for the personal readings. And remember, if you make a donation to the GoFundMe that is at the link in my profile, you can receive a free video recorded reading. The way to receive that reading is to go ahead, click the link, go to turnedintarot.com and click the GoFundMe campaign that's listed there. Make any size donation, and then go over to back to the place where you found that link, scroll to video reading, swipe to the right and choose Ask Me, which is free. Then send your question and let me know how much you donated to Sally Haas GoFundMe, and I will give you a free video recorded reading for that. Okay, so I'm pulling a card. I just pulled a card for this question about Carlos. And what I got for you is this Four of Pentacles. And so this is about somebody not wanting to pay and wanting it for free. Okay. So this is somebody who's really holding on to their pennies. You can literally see them like clutching their pennies in this card. And sorry, I'm just looking at, I want to make sure I get your question, Ashley. If you can type in your full question for me, I appreciate that. So this is definitely somebody who is probably doesn't have much to begin with. So they have a sense of insecurity surrounding money in general in their life. And I think they might see you as somebody who is stable, somebody who has stability when they don't have it. And I think they are having a hard time letting go of being in your energy. I think you're having, yes, I know Ashley's on TikTok. I'm live on both places. Sorry if that's not clear. But this is to answer your question about Carlos. So I think Carlos sees you as stable and is having a hard time letting go of the stability that they're experiencing. But I think that building stability is something that's difficult for this person, probably having to do with feelings of low self-worth, actually. And so they are really, there's this pull or draw to you because you represent stability that they really don't have. So as far as him like being willing to pay you, I can't remember exactly how you phrased the question. Wait 5 days for a new apartment. Does he want to pay and wants it for free? I'm not really sure what you're asking exactly in that question, but what I'm seeing is that I think that he would probably prefer to stay around you because you are showing him how to be stable, and he is learning from you about that. But the more that his self-worth is built up and the more he feels better about himself, like the more stability he will receive. As far as expecting it for free, I feel like he thinks you're stable enough to be able to like share that stability with him. And like, you know, that you need to establish healthy boundaries there. You need to like show him, I guess, your value and your worth by insisting that he contribute in some way. And if he can't contribute financially because of his circumstances, maybe showing him ways to, or not showing him, but like basically saying you need to do X, Y, and Z to support this household and contribute to this household, or I can't enable you in this behavior. Something like that. I hope that helps. Thanks for being here. If you need a deeper reading, you can, of course, click the link in my profile or the link below and go to turnedintarot.com. So, Ashley, what was your question now? I saw you wrote I saw has, but I didn't see the rest of the question come through there. And I just need the question so I can do your deeper reading for you. And then if you are somebody who is just arriving and you would like me to answer a question for you for free, just go ahead and put your question in the comments. I don't see the question, so could you just repeat it? It's not there when I scroll back. Sometimes it's too far back because I get a lot of notifications. So if you just wouldn't mind repeating it, I would appreciate it. Because the only word that showed for you was just the word has. And then there was nothing else after that. So I'm not really sure what the beginning of the question was. Sometimes it filters out certain words and doesn't let you post it. I'm not sure if that might be happening. But I definitely don't have any other comments for you outside of that one word has. And it is there. Those are the only comments I can see. So I don't know I'm not sure. Is anyone else able to comment? Oh, I can see. Oh, now I see. Oh. Hi, I hope you're good, by the way. If anyone else wants questions answered, just make sure you put the question in the comments so I can see it. Should you speak to that person who's been on your mind lately? Okay. So what I got for you is the Magician coming up here and the Page of Pentacles. And the Magician is an energy of, it can be the energy of somebody who could be kind of manipulating energy. Like it's got a puppeteering energy sometimes. And it's like somebody that's got like an attraction or a pull or a hold over you. And what I see this person doing is looking at this small amount, because this is the Page of Pentacles, looking at the small amount and just thinking like there's really not enough there to warrant like trying to create or to like start a conversation. And the next cards that are coming up is this Page of Wands energy, and it's coming out here with the Ten of Cups. And this is showing me you going in a new direction because it's a fresh start energy. And once you do finally stop really contemplating somebody who gave you so little, you'll start to venture in a new direction where you can receive so much more than what this person was ever really capable of giving you. So I'm still seeing, I think that, I mean, it's giving me the sense of like, sure, yes, you can reach out and you can offer them something, but it's likely that the return will be so small that you would actually be kind of motivated or encouraged to go in a new direction anyway. So it's not going to hurt you to reach out to them, except that you're going to have to experience this feeling of like, well, what do I do with that? Like that's not really, there's not really much there to work with. Um, oh, you're starting in a new direction. So I think that I don't think it would hurt, but I don't think you'll get much from it. I think you'll get more from really just venturing in a completely new direction from that person. And don't feel embarrassed. Like, we have strong soul contracts with people. We had a lot to learn from those relationships and those connections. It makes sense that they still come up for us. They also represent a safety. It's the devil that we know. We're always more comfortable with the devil that we know, because we know how they're going to hurt us already. We're it's almost like we have like calluses in the places where we've been hurt by them before, so we feel like we can take it, right? But it's more appropriate to disengage from people that grant us pain. Even if we're familiar with how to handle it, it's just better for us to disengage from that. I do think you've been putting in a lot of work, though. The Eight of Pentacles just came out while I was shuffling that deck just to close it up. So I do think you've been putting in a lot of work, and I think it's paying off. And I do think you will see justice for the experience that you had with that person. So, but so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you caught me live. So I just scroll back and see if there's anybody that has another question they would like answered. You can put your question in the comments. If you just want general, you can also just say general. And I'm seeing somebody here. Oh, Noor, I would like to know, what are Faisal's feelings for me? All right, let's take a look for Noor. And of course, if you want a deeper reading like the one I just did for Ashley, you can send a donation, Venmo, PayPal, or a Cash App to the link in my profile at turnedintarot.com. Or alternatively, if you would like a video recorded reading sent to you, you can donate to the GoFundMe campaign that's available there for my friend Saliha, who is in need at this time. If you can help her out and donate to that campaign, I will also send you a free video recorded reading. And you can have access to that by going to that same link, turnedintarot.com, scrolling to video reading, swiping, and choosing the Ask Me option, which is free. And then I will respond with an answer. Make sure you include your question when you send me that. And then I can respond to you. I'm seeing the King of Wands right now. So Faisal's feelings for you are definitely, I would say, hot. Like with the King of Wands, who's passionate, fiery energy. This is action oriented. Somebody that like really does want to take action towards you in some way. There could also be anger or jealousy. This person could have an ego. There could be some built up anger there, or resentment or jealousy or something, or frustration, alternatively, depending on where you both are. The crown on the head is really standing out to me. That's not normally something I notice. Even the tips of the crown are flames. So I do feel like this person has very strong feelings, whatever they are. The lizard, of course, which we associate with the Wands energy, and fire, is also the type of creature that transforms. Like it's definitely something like this person feels that you have changed their life in a dramatic way, especially with this Wands energy, the drama that's coming here. And maybe they do feel that you are somebody who really takes action and goes after what you want. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Thanks for being here. And if you want a deeper reading, you can send a donation, or you can click that link and book a private session. Also, intuitive guidance calls are half off right now. So instead of $222 an hour, they're $111 an hour. And for a limited time, if you catch me live and you hear me make the statement, if you say you want 2 sessions for the price of 1, I will grant you 2 sessions within 30 days. So if you book 1 session with me, within 30 days, you can have a second session for free. So take advantage of that if you're interested. Okay, so I'm seeing here with Heather is asking, what's next in my love life? And we got this very dramatic Tower card coming out. Now, the Tower card came out for the collective reading that I did at the beginning. If you happen to miss it, you can go over to Tune In Tarot YouTube and make sure you check the live tab. If you're subscribed, it should come right up in your feed. But if you're not subscribed and you can't find, if you're like, I know she was live the other day, make sure you click the live tab, because that's where these videos go when they're done. And it does take me a few minutes usually to make it public. So it might be until a little bit later this evening that you catch it there. But the Tower card is coming out. Now, in this card, this person that's falling is wearing a mask. And it's a significant card for me because it's, first of all, it's a major shift or a major change in your love life. It's definitely shedding something that was perhaps a mask you have been wearing in terms of dating and relationships, or just shedding any need to wear a mask anymore, just allowing yourself to be who you are. And once you really allow yourself to do that, dating transforms. Like right now in my dating app, I have 60 matches, like 60 likes or whatever to go through. In the past, I would be lucky if I would get like 5 in a week. And I am constantly swiping and being like, no, not interested, not interested, not interested. And there's just a new one there, and a new one there, and a new one there. And this is unlike anything I've ever experienced. And the only thing I did was change some of the wording in my dating profile so that it was just like, prepare to worship me, I'm a goddess, basically. And that has been highly effective because it's more how I am. It's more who I am and how I talk. And like, so I feel like the more you just let some of this old stuff that you've been carrying around with you crumble, the more you're going to feel, honestly, the security that comes from being authentically you. And that's an incredibly attractive energy. So I feel like the other thing this could represent too is that if you had something fall apart, the next part is the pieces that were worth preserving are something that you're building upon now, and you're getting into a much more stable energy. And yes, I am a Leo. Okay, thank you so much for asking that question today, Heather. I appreciate you being here. Okay, I'm seeing another question here. We have, I would love to know what direction my connection with Vince is going. All right, let's check this connection with Vince. Where is that connection going? Where is that connection going? Well, wherever it's going, it's fun. We've got the Three of Cups here. To me, this looks like dating energy, you know, going on dates, etc. But having fun, having a good time, celebrating. It might be a little more lighthearted than you want it to be. This is not necessarily a super serious card. It's definitely light, but it's fun. And it's not something to like miss out on, honestly. I feel like it's definitely something to just enjoy, but it may be a little bit more surface level than you would really like it to be at the moment currently. I think there may still be a little bit like you have something you need to do that is kind of more important or something, or as important, let's say. And I think because of that, if it went deeper than this surface level right now, you wouldn't do the thing that's you need to do at the same time, if that makes sense to you. So if it gets too serious, it's like you'll lose a little bit of what you've been building. And so it may be good to kind of keep it here in this place for a minute, and not begrudge it, because it's fun in it, and it should be good, if that makes sense. Hi, Amanda. If you have a question, go ahead and pop it in the comments, and thanks so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's see. We've got a couple questions. I'm just trying to hit them as many as I can. I've got here, Fotini, am I other people's karma? I don't even have to pull a card for that one to say yes. We definitely are other people's karma, because karma, what all that really means is just like lesson. It just means like the lesson that you represent. So you pose a lesson for everyone that you come into contact with. And I believe that we do kind of make agreements with people to help them learn things. You know, like you choose your teachers on the earth, right? Like if you, let's say you wanted to study music, I teach piano, voice, and music production, and you were looking for a teacher. I have a certain way of teaching. I have a certain style of teaching. I have certain expectations of my students. I'm not an easy teacher, but I'm a very compassionate teacher, and I cater to like you and your needs. So you might pick me because you really like working with me, like my style, you like my methods, or maybe you don't. Maybe you feel like, oh well, I want something that's a little more classical or traditional, or I want X, Y, or Z. So I think it's the same with souls. I think there are certain people you like. I like your teaching style. I like your method. I like your methodology when you incarnate. It works for me. Do you want to like agree to work on something together in the next go around of this stupid video game I keep playing? That's what I think. So yeah, you are other people's karma. If you mean, are you specifically someone else's like lesson, their karmic lesson right now? This Five of Pentacles in reverse that's kind of an interesting one for me. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is showing me abandonment wounds. The Five of Pentacles actually came up in the reading that I did. If you missed it, it'll be on YouTube later this evening. But, or actually it's probably, you can probably go back and watch it right now because it's probably streaming there right now. But these cards for me are, it's more telling me what the lesson was. It's like yes, of course, you know, you were someone's lesson, but it's telling you what the lesson was. And it's giving me, it is less about you teaching that person and more about you learning about feelings of not being enough and needing to learn that you are enough, that you deserve to receive. This card reminds me of people like if you thought that the only way that you would be worthy of receiving income so that you could have food and shelter and pleasure on occasion is by working in society in a job, then that would mean that if you were born with anything that would prevent you from doing that, and there are many people that are born with all kinds of things that would prevent them from being able to do exactly that, those people wouldn't deserve anything. They don't deserve it. If you can't work in a factory, if you can't work a job, if you can't, you know, if you can't get your mental shit together, if you can't get, then you don't deserve anything. You deserve to just go out and die in the streets. Bye. See you later. You're not. And you know what? There are really, really people who feel that way. There's whole wars fought over that, literally all the time. So 100% there's people that feel that way, but I'm sure you don't. So if you don't think that somebody who is incapable of doing certain things isn't worthy of receiving, then why on earth would you have to do anything to be worthy of receiving yourself? Why would that exempt you? Aren't you worthy of receiving just as you are without being able to do anything at all? Until you can really believe that about yourself, it's difficult to receive love, money, all things. And so I think that this person is really more about that lesson for you. You had to learn about your own worthiness. And of course, because we function as mirrors, you were teaching each other. I hope that helps. All right, Amanda, I'm just seeing if you put a question here while I was answering that other one. You like the cards. You say, me and my crush, if we start connecting or contacting, where would it lead? Let's see. Let's take a look for Amanda. And if anyone feels like sending a donation for a deeper reading or just as a thank you, link in my profile, turnedintarot.com, Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are welcome. And my car is, you know, we kept the wolves at bay a few months ago. The wolves are back. So please do, you know, I'm definitely, please contribute to Saliha first. But if you have anything left over, anything you send my way, I would much appreciate. Okay, so the reason I say that is because I have safety, shelter, food, I'm okay, I'm comfortable, and I feel like I want Sally had to have those basic needs met too. And then if there's anything left over, we can save my fancy car. Otherwise, my fancy car can be taken away and there's other cars in my driveway and I'll be okay, right? So prioritizing someone else's needs is a good idea in this case. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is coming out for you in regards to this question of where would it lead. And this is actually a really cool response. So every tarot reader is different, and in terms of divination, I am not somebody who says, well, I'm asking my guides to tell me what is going to happen beyond a shadow of a doubt because it's written, somewhere that's what's going to happen. I don't believe that. I believe in the quantum field, which fills in as we think about it and observe. It obeys our commands as the magician, really, as the creator that is creating everything as we go along. And our perception of everything that's happening is our reality. So when you're asking what will happen, this is a card about truth, being painfully honest. See how the hand is grabbing the blade here? It's about clarity, cutting through the noise and getting straight to the point. And it's also about a future, thinking clearly about our future. So the answer to this question is basically, you need to be painfully honest about how you're currently thinking about the outcome of this relationship. If you're thinking oh, this will probably go the way all the other relationships I've ever had have gone, and even if you're not consciously thinking that, but you haven't kind of done some of the work to clean up some of the subconscious beliefs that might be lingering, it may not go the way you desire. It may not go that way. So you need to take a painfully honest inventory. What do I actually think I deserve? How do I think I deserve to have this play out? Because that's what's going to play out. What you think and feel you deserve to have play out. And if there's any noise in there, you just want to do some work to just release it, to call it up, face it, feel it, except if this happened, I would still be worthy. Very interesting for my whole entire, everything that I have right now just falling down all of a sudden, tower energy vibes. Very tower energy vibes. And I caught it. All right, it might be a sign for me, though, to wrap this up soon. But that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that helps you as the tower falls. Oh, I'm so glad that was accurate for you, Fotini. Thanks so much for being here. People kill your energy. Energy vampires and nothing in return, unfortunately. So, that is interesting. There might be something you're holding on to in that storyline that's kind of causing that story to pop up for you again and again. Sometimes we feel our value comes from what we give to others. So we keep getting people in our lives that kind of give us this opportunity to prove that we're valuable. So when you start to believe that you are valuable simply for existing, whether you're helping people or not, that empathy thing that attracts a lot of people who need you, this needy energy, that starts to dissipate. Because if somebody needs you for something, that means you need them for something. If somebody is needy and needing to take from you, then there's a part of you that probably needs to give. And you have to tell yourself, I don't have to give my whole self away in order to be worthy to receive. I don't have to give away every single thing I have in order, when I was planning to do this fundraiser for my friend, I was really debating. I was like, should I just every single donation just give towards her for this thing? And it's I want to donate as many readings as I can, but I don't want to shut off the receiving for myself just to martyr myself, right? So keep that in mind for sure. All right, everybody, I think we're going to wrap this up. Thank you. You're welcome, Amanda. Thanks for being here tonight. Thank you, everybody who was here for the live. Oh, Heather, thank you. I just received a donation. Did you want me to do this question here, or did you actually purchase? You might have purchased a reading. You just paid on PayPal. Thank you. Do you want a deeper reading, or yes? Okay. What is your question for the deeper reading? And thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. funny. That stalker card. Oh my gosh. I don't know what your question is, but these cards look really good. I'm just going to take a minute to take a drink. Everybody hydrate. Oh. I'm drinking my tea that I make. The blue tea mixed with, so it's the blue butterfly pea mixed with hibiscus, jasmine, raspberry leaf tea, and then there's like a little bit of lemonade. That's really good. Tastes like a lemonade with flowers in it. Tea is weird. I'm only drinking tea because it's healing me. Did you have a specific question, Heather? For some reason, it's not showing in the comments. Are the cycles finally over? Will it work out with James? You can't. Okay, so before I even knew your question or anything, the very first card that came out was this 10 of Pentacles, which is the card of material happiness and fulfillment. But what's really interesting about this particular card is there is this patriarch here. There's this young kind of androgynous individual, and then there's a dog. And typically we see a couple that is before this patriarch, but here there's only one individual. And it's like you're missing from the picture. So I'm gonna read the rest of the cards first, but I just want to note that before I go on. Okay, so the top of the deck, the overall energy to answer your question is a yes card with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups being that energy that came out earlier for someone else. It's fun, it's playful, it's celebratory, it's a reunion. It's definitely like union energy vibes. But it's also light. It's not too serious. It's a lighthearted energy, which might be good for this connection right now at this point. It could also represent third-party energy. Now, what's interesting is the Two of Cups beneath it. The strength with the lion here, the caduceus, which for me is all about that, you know, the separation back together thing where you learn and you grow. And it's like a strong connection that kind of stands the test of even third-party energy, things getting in the way, however you want to say that. So to get two cups cards on a yes or no question, it's like a yes, no-brainer to that question. But the thing that sticks with me is you're not in this picture yet. But this card, the second card that came out, because I pulled two cards, the second card is the Well card, which is the source of inspiration. It's like we go to the well to, you know, when we're thirsty, when we need to be inspired by the divine. And the feminine is here. So, yes, I think it's going to work out. Yes, I think you're ending the cycles. Yes, I think you're learning and you have a strong connection. But it's almost like there is some part of you that's called on this journey, like a part of the journey to be by yourself is going to be more materially fulfilling than when you're in partnership. And it doesn't mean you're not going to be in partnership. It just means that almost like if you can have gratitude and appreciation for all the inspiration that you've received on this journey and how you found a way to achieve material happiness, whether you're in this person's life or not, there's something really significant about that lesson that helps to just finally wrap everything up. It's when we need it to happen the least that I think it's the most fulfilling. Because when we need it and we need it and we need it, it's always going to come in disappointing because we're expecting it to give us something it can never give us. Because when we have a needy feeling or a longing feeling, that means that we feel we're somehow diminished without it. And nothing is ever going to fill that up. The only thing that fills that up is like our own like sense of our self-worth. So that's what I'm seeing for you in regards to your connection. While I do think it's going to work out, don't look past the real amazing, abundant, like really fulfilling energy that you're getting from this journey that you are on. and he has your dog. Oh my God, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. I also think that some of the mindset shifts that have to happen for him is like viewing you as part of his happiness. Like he has got to feel that lack so that he understands that you what you bring to his happiness and for real. There's something there that has to be learned uncomfortably, unfortunately. But it ends up paying off big dividends, I have to say. But I am so happy to have been able to give you that reading before, because I was almost about to sign off and you just got in right under the wire. So now I am going to sign off. I do appreciate everybody who's been here. If you didn't get a reading tonight, don't worry, I will be back. I will be back tomorrow, and likely I will also be back this weekend live on both TikTok and YouTube. You can see hours and hours and hours of my readings if you need to get questions answered. I'm a firm believer that if you scroll through blindly and just pick one, you're probably going to get the answers you need. And I do full-length readings on my Tune In Tarot YouTube, so you can see them all. If you want to see my most recent readings from the last few months without any marketing or advertising interruption, all you have to do is follow me for free on passes.com/pearlsprayers. I have full-length readings over there, and they do not have any ads in them. So if you prefer to watch them over there, I would love to have you. And also, the more people that join over there, the more I will be likely going live over there. And I will be starting to teach over there. I'm trying to flesh that out a little bit so that I can really have more of a community over there and do some courses together on different topics that I find interesting, and also ask you what you would like to learn about. So please go participate over there. It's totally free to follow. If you do become a subscriber at the $15 level, you are able to message me directly and ask me questions, etc. things over there. If you join at some of the higher levels, you will also be able to attend the live streams for free as well when I start doing them over there. But thank you so much for being here today. Please, if you have anything you can send to Sally Howe, please send her donations. And also, if you can spare anything for me as well, I would really appreciate it. I'd like to get my car all paid for, and so that they don't take it. That would be like, that's what I would like this month. That would be great. And then, an apartment and stuff, but we'll start there. Okay, everybody, take care. Have the best, most glorious day. I shall see you all very